How's it going, everybody? This is Danny Zavala, your host on the Rec Center podcast. I'm ecstatic to be here, and I have a very special message to those graduates out there that are receiving a high school diploma, certificate, AA, bachelor's, master's, PhD. Congratulations, you did it. This is a new chapter in your life. You guys are on to bigger and better things, and you have an opportunity to make a key difference in your life, and not only in your life, but influence hundreds, if not thousands around you. This is a very special opportunity to move on to that next chapter. And I started thinking about what drives individuals. And I started breaking it down. And one of the few things that I thought of was self-discipline, slingshotting yourself to self-confidence. And I believe self-confidence is one of the key components to not only health and wellness, but overall well-being. Any individual in any profession, in any career, in any relationship has self-confidence. Without self-confidence, you won't get exactly what you want. So let's take it back. Let's dive into self-discipline. Self-discipline is your foundation. That is that should line. This is that line that you know that you should be doing. Okay, you have your goals and ambitions. You're looking off into the horizon. You know what you need to accomplish. You know you need to go to the gym. You know you need to go to class. You know you need to keep your promises. You know you need to show up to work. You know you need to go to bed on time, and you need to wake up on time. That is that should line. And that is line is that downtrend. The is line is what you're currently doing. If it doesn't match up to what you should be doing, there's an opportunity to gain self-confidence. This is huge when you're talking about success and moving to that next chapter in your life. That is line is an opportunity to gain that self-confidence. And we're going to dive into self-confidence. But before we do, I'm going to paint this picture about self-confidence. We all remember this one time that we were on cloud nine, that we could do anything we put our minds to. And just remember what you did, okay? During that time, it might have been you kept your promises, you set goals and you accomplished them. You grew relationships, okay? You got into a great health and wellness routine. You conquered new things. You learned a new language. All these things kind of snowballed into a positive energy ball, and it created self-confidence because you kept your promises. That was you following the should line, okay? But not only that, okay, was that last year? Was that 2 years ago? Was that 5 years? Or was that 10 years? So it might have been down the road. So what we're trying to do is figure out how we can get back on there. And if you're currently on cloud nine, congratulations, you're doing a great job. Take this as an informational, educational session, and we're going to dive into how to build that self-confidence. Okay, the self-confidence, imagine you have a small little ember, okay, and you're keeping all your promises, you're building that self-discipline, you're going to the gym on time, you're waking up, and you're starting to create that self-confidence. Little by little, that little ember starts getting bigger, okay? It starts getting oxygen. Oxygen then grows a flame, okay? You start putting more sticks on there. You start creating new habits. You're building that self-confidence, and that flame is getting bigger. It's coming in with internally, and all of a sudden you're saying, I can do this, I can do that. I'm going to try this new thing. I'm going to create this new habit. I'm going to learn that new second or third language. Okay, I'm going to build some new relationships. I'm going to get involved with a nonprofit. Okay, these are those self-confidence things that saying, yes, I can accomplish this. And for all you graduates out there, as you guys are transitioning, that's what you have to be asking yourself. You have to be creating those self-discipline habits to build that self-confidence. And self-confidence naturally slingshots you into creating new habits. And this is where the real power happens. When you start creating those new habits, you start thinking in the future. You start thinking internally and reflecting what you currently want out of life. If you start looking in the future, you start building the utmost self-confidence, okay? So not only do you have discipline, the should line, and you're looking in the horizon, looking at your goals, you're building that self-confidence because you're keeping promises to yourself. That's the most important thing with self-confidence, is keeping those promises and then creating new habits. And this is the most exciting and probably the most important part of this equation is momentum. Because now that little fire is not internally, okay? Maybe that fire is big enough where you're influencing that group around you, okay? Maybe you have enough momentum where that group turns into a larger group. Maybe it's a small community. Maybe it's a club. And then from that point, from that club or community, you start growing, you start putting logs on that, and that fire is burning. It's burning within you. It's burning with everybody around you because of keeping those promises, those disciplinary promises to create that confidence, create new habits, that then you start having a flame big enough to influence a village. And when you have enough confidence and enough respect for yourself to create enough warmth and self-confidence for a village, you're on the key to success. You're on your route to making a very, very influential future, not only for yourself, but a very happy future, because you're keeping those promises to yourself. So all I want to say, individuals that are graduating, congratulations. Keep on doing it. Keep your promises to yourself. Keep that discipline going. Okay, carry on. And I know you're going to be great in whatever you do. Thanks again for tuning in, everybody. This is Danny Zavala, your host on the Rec Center podcast.